Today on Prime Property, we're going to wrap up our renovation project at Baton Rouge, Perio. Contractor Kevin Boudreau was tasked with turning 2 offices into 1, and the results are stunning. To see the final transformation, you're just going to have to stay tuned right here to Prime Property. We'll show it all to you when we come back.
Attention! Are you currently taking medications to lower your cholesterol? Recent studies prove these medications can inhibit the production of some of the body's essential nutrients and enzymes as they work to lower your cholesterol. This phenomenon is known as drug nutrient depletion. Now, there's a new groundbreaking supplemental formula that can protect your body from these side effects. It's called Statinzyme. Statinzyme can alleviate your side effects within 2 to 4 weeks. Help protect your muscles, liver, heart, and brain, all with Statinzyme.
Is your computer trying to tell you something? Do you have a virus, spyware, the dreaded blue screen of death? You need to call Perio Computer Consultants in Gonzales. They really clean your hard drive, removing system-choking dust, malware, viruses, whatever you've got. They can back up and restore your lost data, and they replace cracked laptop screens. So stop threatening to throw that computer out the window and call Perio Computer Consultants today. They make house calls. 450-2184.
When you fire up your pot for a good gumbo, you ought to know the secret of Marie Laveau. She has a season and that's a must. Made in Louisiana, it's magic swan dust. She sprinkles and she stirs her black iron pot. But you better watch out, 'cause when she uses all she's got, she goes, another can done gone.
All great spaces start with a plan. At Acadian Custom Cabinets, we offer free consultations to help customers choose from all the options, and we use state-of-the-art full-color computer renderings that enable you to visualize your project. Whether it's a kitchen, family room, or business, Acadian Custom Cabinets uses the finest hardwoods and hardware. From upscale to affordable, every piece is precision cut and assembled by experienced craftsmen. When you're ready to build or revitalize your space, call Acadian Custom Cabinets, 622-6337.
Hi, I'm Paul Salvin with the Bugman Professional Pest Control. It's springtime and baseball, baby.
Welcome back to Prime Property. Today we're wrapping up our renovation project at Baton Rouge, Perio with contractor Kevin Boudreau of KTB Properties. We've done lots of interior work, and now it's time to show you how we wrap it all up. Now, a lot of changes have gone on here at the periodontal office in Baton Rouge, and Kevin, let's do a little bit of an update. The last time we were here, we had a lot of work going on inside. The door hadn't been changed yet, and you were putting wood on this column. What's been going on?
Right, Marissa, is, you know, when that took place, it was last Thursday, and we knew, because Dr. Marco sees patients, we had to try to get the old doors out and the new doors in by Sunday evening, so he can have be opened up on Monday. And as we go inside, we'll look at that dividing wall that was ultimately in there. Then we also had to get that milestone behind us by Sunday evening. And if you notice, yeah, we've got our new column is added. We have the first coat of stucco on our new column. We've patched our old column that we had to relocate. We actually had to cut into it, remember, to get it unanchored. So we got that patch, and we got our new front door installed. And getting this new front door installed, I was really impressed the way the guys were able to do it. Because we had to put a new complete header system in here. Because what we had, if you remember, it was a door, a section of stucco, and then another door. And it had 2 individual headers over it, and then we had running studs from the ground all the way up, right where you're standing.
Right.
But being that's a new door, we was able to go from the inside, because it's much cheaper to repair sheetrock than stucco. So we was able to cut into the inside sheetrock and put our new header from the inside. So we have no collateral damage out here, which was great.
You were worried about that stucco.
Absolutely. And well, because normally if you have a wall where you have to patch stucco, you're gonna have to paint it because you're not gonna get it to match exactly, because you have aged stucco, which is, you know, it has dirt in it and it's faded, and when you put a fresh coat, even if you have the exact same color,
It's not going to look the
it's
same.
not gonna look the same. So
Right.
you have to pretty much put a coat of paint over the whole thing to get it to match. So we avoided that obstacle, and like I say, we are with a new door installed, so we can go inside and take a look at what's going on.
Okay, now there's some primer on the door, right?
That's it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We brought the door in last Thursday. We opened up the walls, and first thing you wanted to do with the door, this is a Spanish heater door. You want to get it sealed up right away here in southern Louisiana.
We've had a little bit of
Because it
rain,
will-
yeah.
Yeah, well, we had rain over the weekend, that's right. So right away, while it was still standing out here, we got the primer on it, and we got the primer around all the edges. So when we put it in, we knew our door would be good and sealed.
Right, and not swell or do anything that you don't want. the
Not
door to-
absorb the moisture.
Right, exactly. Now what's going to go on top of the primer? Are they going to match the trim, or are they doing a
They're
contrast
using
color?
a dark brown, which is a
Okay.
really deep brown, which is going to look really nice.
Yeah, a really nice professional door. It should blend well with this trim. And if they do decide to do the trim in the same espresso color, you can just paint that too.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Now they're doing lots of work inside. You hear them hammering behind us. Let's go take a look.
Let's go, Marissa.
Okay, Kevin, this used to be a wall. It's gone.
That's right, Marissa. Well, is what we had. We had a dividing wall that divided Suite A and Suite B, which was Dr. Rabbit and Dr. Markle. And we had a challenge because when this wall, when it went down the center, was actually a dividing wall which went through the ceiling, and it was a firewall which separated the two suites.
Right.
Now that we're going to be one entity, one owner, one suite, we was able to do away with that firewall, so expose our rafters, and we was able to put some beams in the attic to re-support what this wall was supporting
Right.
in the attic. And Reyes does our painting and our sheetrock, and if you notice, we put a new fur down behind here, which is going to have some down lighting coming in. We had to adjust the AC registers. We had to pull them out about 6 inches because we have to continue our crown around the new fur down.
Right.
So if we follow the fur down around this way, we're going to see our new entry for our new check-in. So we can probably go there next.
Okay, now Kevin, you got this covered up with some Visqueen right now to keep the dust from getting into the office area. But what are they doing with this area?
Is what we had, Marissa, was a very simple 3-foot by 4-foot check-in window. And if you noticed it, we're going to make a grand check-in area. So we make it about 8 foot by almost 4.5 foot. Pretty much got the division out of our way of the two rooms. We got the center wall out, and we're starting to get ready to work on some flooring. We have some tile work done at the foot of the front door for, you know, people with wet, you know, if the weather's rainy and things like this. We don't want to put wood right at the front door. So we do what's called a little, more or less a little apron, floor mat area. We do it out of ceramic or whatever, you know, they pick. This is something the doctor had, and it really looks nice. And behind us, we finally got our outline for our new check-in area, and we've started to construct what's going to be the facade of a really nice looking check-in area. Like I say, we've got the structure built, we got the granite still left to be put on, but we do have our, up above here, we have our lighting in place. We're going to have some under-counter lighting under the granite here.
Oh, that'll be nice shining on that metallic finish that you have going there too.
That's right.
Now Kevin, since you installed the door and have removed the wall and everything else, it really looks like two offices have become one now. You can't even tell there were two offices.
That was the whole idea behind, that was the whole concept, I should say, about what Dr. Markle was trying to achieve. What we hold in our hands is some different types of tiles that we're going to put underneath the granite desk area. And we really enjoy this one, and really like it, I guess I should say, because it's going to go with the hardware. We have a lot of hardware going in on the glass. The problem is it doesn't use a grout. and it doesn't cut very easily. We would really have to get it cut at a machine shop because our angles change. If you notice behind us, we have an actual concave little area. So it would present a problem being we have that concave area. So what they picked out was more or less, as you notice, some little 1/2 inch by 1 inch tiles, which is, you know, really hard to work with because you got to cut each individual one. But
I thought you could use the whole thing and glue it down. No.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But when you go to make a cut, it comes apart on the mesh.
Right.
So you have to hold, when you go to cut it straight, you have to hold each one as you cut through it. Because as you notice, it'll bend and it'll walk. It'll go left and right, up and down when you put the pressure from the blade on it. It will never stay straight.
Right.
So it's to be cut in a unique fashion. But we decided on this, and it's going to go under our counter area here. We're going to have some down LED lighting going on it. Granite's going to come on top. It's going to really come together really pretty. Hopefully next time we start shooting this area, we'll have a lot more done.
We definitely will, Kevin, because when we come back, we're wrapping up this whole project and showing you the final transformation. Stay tuned.
If you're like me, you take pride in a great looking lawn. And my pride begins with my ride, a grasshopper mower. Whether you roll it off the trailer or out of the garage, you'll get the power to effortlessly tackle tough terrain, mow around obstacles, or cut through thick grass and overgrowth. You'll trim, vacuum, mulch, and more, all from a driver's seat that's as comfortable as your favorite pair of jeans. The exclusive Powerful deck even makes cleanup and storage a snap. Whether you're a pro or just want to mow like one, make a grasshopper mower your ride and your pride.
Nothing elevates the beauty and value of a home like natural stone. Ascension Granite Marble offers quality stone for kitchens, baths, and businesses. Mined from exotic global locations, granite has its own personality, marble its own richness, and quartz can be anything you imagine. Ascension Granite is more than a showroom. Choose your slab in the stone yard and it will be carved, polished, and perfected on site. Ascension Granite and Marble in Gonzales, 644-2231 or ascensiongranite.com.
Gorman Brothers Appliances on Airline in Prairieville. When ordinary just won't do.
One of the big problems that we used to have was mosquitoes until we got the Bugman's mosquito misting system. It'll prevent the mosquitoes as well as if you have a mosquito problem, you just turn it on and it kills them right there.
Call the Bugman today, 923-BUGS.
And the best part about it is it's safe for our pets.
Do you suffer from headache and neck pain, shoulder and arm pain or numbness, upper or lower back pain, hip and thigh pain or numbness? At Leger Chiropractic in Prairieville, we treat the underlying condition, a dysfunctional spine, that may be causing your symptoms of pain and discomfort. Adults and children can benefit at Leger Chiropractic Care, and they have a first visit special of only $45. So if your joints have pops and clicks, call 313-6996.
Hi, I'm Paul Salvant with the Bugman Professional Pest Control. It's springtime and baseball, baby.
Welcome back to Prime Property. Today we're wrapping up our renovation project at Baton Rouge Perio with contractor Kevin Boudreau of KTB Properties. The last pieces of the project have come in and he's going to tell us how they got it all put together to wrap up this big project. Now Kevin, for this part of the project, it looks really complicated. What do we have going on here?
Well, Marissa, is what it is some architectural hardware that we had ordered from Germany, and we just couldn't find a local glass company to install it, so we had to take it on ourselves. And once we got the instructions translated to English,
right, because they came in German, right?
Metric and in
metric
German.
to English.
So once we had it converted to inches and into an English language, it was a matter of kind of measuring our opening, just figuring out what piece went first. But because we have a custom size opening, we had to get this rail up first before we have the glass company come in and measure, because we didn't have an architect or an engineer to design this. So it has to be in place so the glass company can come, because come out and actually measure for this glass, because this glass has several holes that has to be put in it, because the glass actually hangs from this. And there's some handles that are going to be operated. It gets bored through the glass. So we kind of need to put it up in order to have the glass company come out and measure what we have exact. So me and your husband Franklin, we worked on it for about 3 hours this evening, but we actually got it up and we're happy with our results.
You know, anytime I open a box and see an Allen wrench, I start to sweat myself. It's just one of those things, you know you're in trouble. It's not going to go easy.
Well,
and something like
you know,
this,
the good thing about the Germans, their tolerance is so much less than something in America. So we did have a problem when we was putting it up. There's just the tolerances in these end couplings that hold this solid bar. I mean, it was like 1/1000th of an inch. So if our bar wasn't exactly straight, our coupling that's just a slide 1 inch over, it actually wouldn't go. We had to literally get everything true and square to the 100th of an inch to get these collars to slide on and make one side match the other side. That was the hardest part.
I bet. I bet. And then, you know, also, like you said, you have to be exact with the glass, because you can't mess around with a giant piece of glass and say, oh, we drilled the hole in the wrong spot. It's got to be right.
That's it. So what we do, what you're going to see next time, we're going to be installing the glass, because we're going to take some measurements on how big of a glass opening we want and how much fixed glass we want. And as you notice, you'll see a little bit of a belly in it. Once we sink the glass in, that'll actually take care of that little bit of belly that's in it, because the glass also holds up the bar on the fixed pieces. The glass hangs from the bar on the two center pieces.
Okay, so another complicated piece, but it's going to be beautiful when it's
It
done.
will. I can't wait to have it on my website.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and then also things that are going on, we got the granite installed, and we got the glass tiles
and
installed.
stainless tile, yeah.
And everything's coming together beautifully.
Yeah, he's back in operation 100%. This is the last of the project.
Yeah, just finishing up this lobby, and it's going to be beautiful.
Yep.
Now, we know you're ready to see that final transformation, but we got to take a quick break. So when we come back, we're going to show you how this office became a stunning lobby. Stay tuned. Is your computer trying to tell you something? Do you have a virus, spyware, the dreaded blue screen of death? You need to call Perio Computer Consultants in Gonzales. They really clean your hard drive, removing system-choking dust, malware, viruses, whatever you've got. They can back up and restore your lost data, and they replace cracked laptop screens. So stop threatening to throw that computer out the window and call Perio Computer Consultants today. They make house calls. 450-2184.
One of the big problems that we used to have was mosquitoes until we got the Bugman's mosquito missing system. It'll prevent the mosquitoes, as well as if you have a mosquito problem, you just turn it on and it kills them right there.
Call the Bugman today, 923-BUGS.
And the best part about it is it's safe for our pets.
Do you have dental insurance? If not, no problem. Here at Absolute Quality Care Family Dentistry, we are excited to offer you our exclusive dental membership plan. By purchasing our plan, you will receive preventive dental services free of charge and other dental services at a greatly reduced price. Our plan was designed for patients, new and existing, that do not have dental insurance, giving you the opportunity to receive same-day treatment. Our dental membership plan is the best option for saving you and your family money. So call us today for more information and begin saving.
Savvy Cuts, haircuts for the whole family. We offer cuts, eyebrow waxing, and hair care products by Big Sexy and American Crew. We also have bows and accessories and a waiting area with movies for the kids. Come see Pam Fusell, Becky Blanchard, and Michelle Brinkman at Savvy Cuts for affordable family haircuts with shampoo and express dry service. Walk-ins are always welcome at Savvy Cuts, located next to Newleys on Highway 44 near 42 in Prairieville.
Hi, I'm Paul Salvant with the Bugman Professional Pest Control. It's springtime and baseball, baby.
Welcome back to Prime Property. I'm Marissa Turner, and today we are on location at Baton Rouge, Perio to see the wrap-up of the renovations in this office. We're here with Kevin Boudreau of KTB Properties. Kevin, what stage are you at now in this project?
Well, Marissa, right now we're in the final stages of it. We have everything in the front of the structure put in place, painted, cleaned up, everything on the inside as far as for going from 2 facilities, turning it into 1, that's all been completed. As you can see behind us, we also have here, you know, where he puts all his pride in his new front entry area here. And it seems like it came out really well.
It's beautiful. Now, again, we did 2 offices into 1, so that meant taking down walls, moving wires, fixing ceilings, fixing new floors and everything. There's been a lot to this project.
Yeah, it has, Marissa. I knew it would be a little challenging on the front end, simply because most people, they're not sure how to approach a job like this, and the first thing they don't want to do is spend money that they're not going to be able to show off. But we worked well. We've been surprised that he didn't lose any time. You know, he was able to stay open, which is awesome for him, and it looks like it came out better than what he anticipated. So all in all, I think it went well.
Yeah, some of the things that you found, because this building was built about 19 years ago, they said, and you found a firewall in the lobby that had to be moved, and you had to fix things in the ceiling and add joists and a hanger system and all that other kind of thing. So as you open things up, you're like, oh, another lovely present for me.
Well, Marissa, you know, you're right. Like you just said, things, joist hangers and beams, and the list goes on and on. A lot of that stuff we could see, and we knew to add on for it, you know, when we worked in the attic. But what the problem was what was behind that sheetrock.
Right.
You know,
right.
Things ran through that sheetrock that didn't expose themselves on either side of the sheetrock, as far as for having a valve come out or a
pipe or
something
wiring.
To say that something in. It just used the wall to go through it. So that was a couple of challenges there. Besides that, everything went well.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that you hire a licensed contractor for any big renovation project. If it's more than a little bit of lipstick on the, on the project, you need a licensed contractor, especially if you have to move a wall, because you never know what's in it. Now, for a contractor, the biggest part of a project like this is making sure that the client is happy. So let's ask Dr. Markle what he thinks about the project. Now, we are here with Dr. Kenneth Markle. What do you think?
Boy, it turned out better than we expected. Exceeded our expectations by a long shot.
It's beautiful in your lobby. It really is. The difference between the 2 that were next to each other and very small and kind of cramped on each side expanded into 1. Now we have this big, beautiful room in here.
Yeah, it's really worked out well. To think that our current patient base, as they come in, do a double take. They're not even certain they're in the right place.
Right.
And it has a whole new look and a new modern feel. We couldn't be more excited.
You've definitely left the 90s and you've come into the new century. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that forest green is gone.
Yeah, yeah. And I really do like the way the blue on the walls is, because it's a gray, but it gives just a little bit of that relaxing blue, and it blends so well with the tiles and everything that were picked for in the front.
Yeah, we got some great help along the way, no doubt.
So. Now, how long has this project taken?
Start to finish, it was probably about maybe 10 weeks. It was some pretty labor-intensive days. We were in the office for 12 to 14 hours a day for 2 months almost. But now understand, that's because we chose to live in it as they renovated it.
Right.
And that was our choice. It allowed us to maintain our productive office, to accomplish our goals relative to that, to afford to pay for the place, for goodness sakes.
Right, yeah, because, you know, this wasn't just cosmetic. There was a lot to it, and you were seeing clients the whole time.
That's exactly right.
And everybody was working around it.
Thank you to our patient base for putting up to it. More than once a nail gun would go off in the background in a dental office. That can be a little intimidating to hear noises like that.
Right.
But everybody was good sports, and I have to especially thank KTB, Kevin, and Tess for their willingness to take on a project like this. That's no small thing. They had to have great vision. It had to meet ours. And it did, and like I said, we couldn't be more thrilled.
Yeah, a lot of nights and weekends as well, so they didn't bother your clients too much, because saws and things like that can be problematic. And they did have to move some columns in the front, things that did take a little bit of woodwork and stuff.
When I say we were in here 12 and 14 hours, we weren't doing all the heavy lifting.
Right.
We were here helping supervise and guide and direct. Our project, because it wasn't new construction, you had rough plans to follow, and a lot of decisions had to be made on the fly.
Right.
And Kevin was absolutely a wonderful partner in that process, and he allowed me to participate as well. And not every contractor will do that either. So.
Right. Now you got to choose your glass and everything, because that was really the basis of your vision of unifying this office.
Yeah.
Was this front lobby right here?
Right.
What gave you the idea for that?
I was a patient, or am a patient of the Cleveland Clinic. Once upon a time I had some medical needs a few years back, and they had this spectacular glass building and structure. And it made an impression on me, knowing that we had this large entryway and we needed a large open area to make it feel like it belonged together. I had this picture of some type of glass and began a web search and was able to find something that met my vision, and then, like I say, Kevin was willing to take it on. So, and it really turned out great.
Yeah, it is eye-catching. It's beautiful as you come in, especially with the new doorway. It's so pretty how they made the two doors into one big, airy, open space here, and the light that can come through the windows. Now, you wanted to do maybe some glass etching to put the address and things on the glass.
Yeah, we need to tweak it a little bit. I haven't made final decisions on how to handle that, and we're still considering options, but we need to do something.
Yeah,
something that'll accent it, you know, on the same order that we've already done here. I guess it's going to have to be spectacular. Right? That's a good problem.
It's got to go with everything, because everything came out so beautifully. You can't just, you know, do it halfway on that last step.
I'm not going to be going to the thrift mart to find
some stickers,
mailbox stickers.
There you go.
Letters.
There you go. Or a little for sale type sign in the front with your name on it. You know what?
Probably not.
No. But it has come out so beautifully. On the exterior with the dark stain and everything goes well. You come inside, everything's light and airy. It all flows so well. And other than the glass etching, is there anything else that you have left to do?
Just the checkout stations. We're going to have 3 separate stations, and it requires a glass partition, and that has to be completed yet. And that'll be it. Other than that, they really punched out almost everything. We have some tweaking on the glass window here, but not much. It's pretty well done. And then it's a matter of just living in it, I guess. Breaking things, that's what happens next, right?
Breaking everything in, and it's going to be really quiet now that you're going to be gone. You're going to miss all the activities.
That's right. I will tell you, one thing that's really nice about that glass, too, is when it was open, you had an airy, open look, which everybody likes nowadays. But boy, if you wanted to work and live in it, the sound was ridiculous.
Yeah.
The minute that glass went up, the sound disappeared.
Amazing.
And the good news is, it still has a very open feel to it.
Right.
So we accomplished 2 goals. And in medicine, there's a HIPAA requirement. You can't be talking about information in front of other patients where somebody could hear it. So it became very important that there be privacy, but still having that open concept. So that glass solved that problem.
And that's an excellent problem to have solved. I mean, that did everything at once. It's beautiful and it's functional. Can't ask for any better than that.
Can't ask for anything more.
Okay, thank you so much for letting us come see this project. It's been amazing.
We've enjoyed having you here, and thanks for sharing all this with the public here. So
that's right. If you want to come check it out yourself, they are Baton Rouge, Perio. You can come see Dr. Kenneth Markle, especially if you got some periodontal issues.
That's right. We'll be glad to help.
That's right. He's got a building to pay for, so y'all come on out to Baton Rouge. And if you have questions, you can go to our website at primepropertytv.com. And thanks for watching Prime Property. We'll see you next time.